My name's Corey Halford. I'm a coach at the Parisi Speed School in Columbia, Missouri. Work under Master Coach Chad Coy. I've been here for right on 2 years now. I first started working in the area just doing personal training, and I just gotten going in that. And then I met Chad, and he was hosting a certification here. So he encouraged me to come, and really within the first day of the certification, I kind of knew that this was where I wanted to be. I always had a sense I wanted to do something regarding fitness. I always really enjoyed working with and helping kids. I didn't know how that would kind of come together and work the two in, but again, once I got into the certification, once I got talking to Chad, it was pretty clear that this was the path that, again, is kind of the perfect way to fit in both aspects of that. For me, at the very beginning, and I think a lot of people kind of fall into this, it's like I was working out and I was doing kind of one style of training, and I, started thinking about how great it would be to coach, people that have the same goals as me, or super high level athletes, and you kind of see all the crazy things on the internet and this and that you can do, but then they obviously realize that's not who you see every day. When I first started, I was dumb. I was doing like total bodybuilding training, and I was like, I want to train all these young bodybuilders. And I start to get my clients, and it's like, no, these are 50-year-old women that just want to look a little bit better. And then kind of same with the athlete side, you see coaches posting about their professional athletes, and that's not who we get coming through in Columbia, Missouri. So definitely at the beginning had an expectation for who I may be seeing, and then like I said, it was certainly otherwise, but it's really good. I think it's more fun kind of training all over the place and getting the young kids and just getting them started. I came in really not knowing what to expect, having no real experience in it. My first client was a 70-year-old man. It was the first person I ever worked with. And at first I was so worried. I was so concerned, how do I write workouts for this guy? But then really just the more and more time I spent, especially working with Chad, working under Chad, it's like I came to realize that there's regressions, there's progressions, but more or less everyone can do the same thing. So for me, it was just kind of seeing it firsthand and seeing, again, these older women, these older men deadlifting, and then coming in the evening, and all of a sudden there's a 6-7-year-old kid that's doing more or less the same workout, and everyone in between kind of doing the same. So it was lots and lots of time. I think I spent 4 months from 5:30 a.m., 7:30 p.m. in the gym before I really started to get a good grasp on okay, maybe it's not quite as difficult as I had made it out to be in my head. That's tough. I mean, I think kind of like I said there, the biggest thing that I've seen is just to be open to training anyone, and not to be scared and not to put limits on anyone as an individual. You may see some people and they come in and they're telling you their whole injury history, and you're narrowing down in your mind, okay, I can't do this, I can't do that. But there's no saying that you can't. It's just kind of finding the squat that's going to work best for someone. Maybe they just don't squat quite as deep. Obviously, maybe you don't put a bar on their back. But I think it's just not being scared to take on anyone. Would kind of be the biggest thing that I've learned. Let's say for that, the ability to transport. So just popping up anywhere at just at the snap of the fingers. For me, I love traveling, and plane rides are one of the most boring times ever, unless you can sleep through it. So if I could just skip over that, I'd be pretty happy.